Hey everyone, so today we're going to be talking about solo female travel in New Zealand.
I think I should take over this one. I'm Laura, part of the team behind BackpackerGuide.NZ, helping you plan an epic trip to New Zealand. And in this video, we're doing things a little bit differently today because we're answering the question, can a girl travel alone in New Zealand? When browsing the internet on anything to do with travel, chances are you will come across the words solo female travel, which has become a bit of a buzz phrase of the backpacking community. Travel blogs, Pinterest boards, and Instagram accounts thrive off this theme, with the idea that solo female travel is a scary yet heroic accomplishment. With girls facing different dangers to what guys face in some countries, there has clearly been a stigma against women traveling alone for their own safety. But what about traveling alone in New Zealand? I'll go through all the facts and give you some solo female travel tips in this video. Plus, if you're new here, we release videos about New Zealand and host live Q&A sessions every single week. So hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. It's okay, I'll wait. Alright, let's get on with the video. First up, let me reassure you that solo female travel is super common in New Zealand. If you're thinking of traveling in New Zealand alone, you are not the only one. Both males and females venture off to New Zealand alone. No matter what country you are from, what your age is, whether you're male or female, if you are seen by yourself or are known to be traveling alone, people will not look twice. You ain't anything special, except for in your own little way. In fact, traveling alone has become more of a trend in recent years. For example, Booking.com found that 72% of American women traveled on their own in 2014, and more recently, the term solo female travel on Google grew by 52% between 2016 and 17. And on Pinterest, searches for solo travel increased by 600% this year. And you'll see a wealth of blogs of solo travelers and especially female bloggers. Literally everyone is doing it. And guess what? I did it myself and I actually arrived in New Zealand as a solo female traveler and it was the best decision of my life. The next thing you need to remember about solo travel is that traveling alone doesn't mean you have to be alone. Okay, so you started the journey to New Zealand by yourself, but that's where being alone can end if you want it to. As we've just discussed, there are many solo travelers in New Zealand, and you'll find that most of those travelers are open to making new friends with complete and utter strangers. While some backpackers take a trip together for just a day and then never see each other ever again, others will make friends for life, and you can make so many different friendships here. Meeting new people while traveling on a working holiday in New Zealand is especially easy because there are so many ways of doing it. Just to list a few, you can meet people in backpacker hostels, travel on a bus tour or hop on hop off bus, join backpacking Facebook groups, and I'll link to one in the description. You can meet people through getting a job, doing some woofing, which is working for accommodation. You can live in a house share with other people. You can join a working holiday program and so much more. Honestly, that's just some of the situations where you will meet other people. And you're likely to make friends in the unlikeliest of places, and that's the beauty of traveling. But for more details on these ways that you can meet people that I just gave to you, check out the link in the description below on how to make a solo travel trip a non-solo experience. Next up, let's talk about staying safe when traveling alone. The unnecessary fear of girls traveling alone has been heightened by high-profile violent stories in the media of women who have been alone away from home. There are also incidents in conservative countries where women who are alone stereotypically means that they are more promiscuous, which can lead to sexual assault. New Zealand follows a Western culture where being a single woman is a pretty common thing. People traveling from different countries to New Zealand, they tend to understand that too. In fact, New Zealand is one of the most liberal countries in the world by being the first to allow women to vote in government elections and has held 3 women in powerful government positions simultaneously. That said, it doesn't mean that you can just throw caution to the wind and act all naively. Drunkenly letting a group of dodgy strangers know where you're staying or taking the creepy dark alley route back home at night can be risky anywhere in the world. New Zealand is one of the safest countries in the world to travel, so it is extremely rare to hear of backpackers being attacked. However, where things do get a little bit risky for some types of travelers in New Zealand is when hitchhiking or simply the weather of some of New Zealand's more extreme environments. So make sure you wise up on those with our guides to hitchhiking in New Zealand and our outdoor safety in New Zealand guide, both of which are linked up in the description below. Finally, let's discuss where to stay as a female traveller. Of course, where you stay is a personal choice. To stick to a limited budget, most female backpackers stay in hostels, and hostels more commonly have mixed dorm rooms with both males and females sharing a room. However, many hostels have female-only dorms should you prefer to just stick with the girls. Plus, in almost all hostels in New Zealand, there are separate male and female toilet and shower facilities. To see what it's like to stay in a hostel, check out our beginner's guide to staying in a hostel video linked up in the cards and in the description. And if hostels aren't for you, then there are many great options for accommodation in New Zealand while sticking to a budget, which we have another video on, so again, we'll link to it in the cards and in the description. So can a girl travel alone in New Zealand? Hell yes! The achievement of travelling alone in New Zealand is certainly not defined by gender. The achievement comes from leaving everything you know behind to explore unfamiliar territory, something a lot of us find pretty scary to do, but once accomplished and once in New Zealand, having the time of your life, you'll realise how incredibly easy it was. So that's it for this video on solo female travel in New Zealand. If you found it useful, show your support by giving this video a like and leave your questions in the comments. I'll be super happy to answer them for you. One last thing I'd like to share with you is our Girl's Guide to Backpacking in New Zealand, which goes through some of the stuff you probably take for granted at home, like feminine products and birth control and how you can work all that out in New Zealand. Or should I make that into a video as well? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, happy travels!